The UDL Canadian GP. I will be your commentator for today, PCon36, as both of our commentators was not able to show up for today's race. So my final race will not be happening, as I will be pulled into commentary duty so I can be able to give the folks at home a race. We already did qualifying, so we have that going on. Snipper Pig is on pole. Dilligaff is in P2. Again, I'm doing this at the very last minute, so trying to get the link out to people. Telling everybody to ready up. So qualifying, Snipper Pig is on pole with a 108.0. Dilligaff is in P2 with a 108.2. That will be something to watch for. The F1 point standings, Snipper Pig has a 18-point lead over Dreamzy after winning the Azerbaijan GP. Dreamzy's in P2 with 110 points, followed by Honos with 85 points and Dilligaff in 60 points. We are at Canada today. The weather is going to be very, very clear, as there is no rain going on right now in Montreal. So we have that going on, and then not only that, I believe next week we will be debuting 2 new drivers, as well as KD will make his UDL F1 career return, followed by Chris Oriol Alex, who debuted in Season 1 at the Brazilian GP. Next week, Big Rig will be going into the Haas car, into the Racing Point car, and that will then leave KD 1997 and Chris Oriol Alex to be in those 2 cars. So we're going to wait until the session gets going. Waiting for the drivers to get their setups into the car. So today was going to be my final race today. It looks like it will not be, as I'm deciding to give the people what they need to see, and that is some UDL F1 series racing. I'm going to go get myself a drink, because this is going to be quite a race to commentate. Everybody has had a great day. All right. Let's get back over there. So, we're still waiting for the drivers to get ready, to ready up and get into their setups. "16 drivers are on the grid today. Next week I will be making my full-time debut with the commentating, as I will be better prepared. Season 1, Apex Glide was the winner of this race. Apex Glide was the winner of this race, followed by Get That Money and Run and Snipper Pig on the podium. And then in Season 2, the winner was Breezy, who was driving the Alfa Romeo car. Got into an incident with Dreamzy on lap 2 that brought out the safety car, and he was able to take advantage of the new strategy, and he ended up winning the race, followed by me in P2 and Honos in P3. So let's run down the grid here. Snipper Pig, the current UDL F1 points leader and also UDL back-to-back champion. Snipper Pig starting on pole in P1. Dilligaff is starting on P2 in the Ferrari. Very impressive ever since he has debuted in this series. The guy who's in second place is Dreamzy in the Alfa, who will be starting in P3. We have some Canadian drivers in this race, in their home race, as Speed King in the Red Bull will be starting in P4. Karab, who's also Canadian as well, will be starting in P5. Snipper Pig teammate Publix is starting in P6. Easy Hurricane is starting in P7. Honos is starting in P8. He is currently third in the UDL F1 Point Championship. X3Z, who has been having a lot of tough luck this year, he will be starting in P9. I got a big rig in his final race today in the Haas car, will be starting in P10, followed by Dilsack in P11, Drew U in P12, Bossman in P13, Hellmade in P14, The Real Space Hero in P15, and Kill the Birdman in P16, as that is our grid for today's race. As there is our pit stop strategies. Almost everybody should be on the stops, as we are ready. The lights are on. Waiting for the engines. Go! And Dreamsy has a drive-through penalty, so he will have to pit. But Dilligap gets a good run. Oh, and elbows out between the two as Dilligap looks like he's going to take the lead on the first lap. And we have an accident as it's Publix. Publix is into the wall, and Hellmade and Space Hero have collided as well. That is not a good start for the AlphaTauri driver. Dilligap sitting well in first, followed by Snapper Pig in second. Breezy has got off to a great start and is now all the way up into P4. He is now in front of Karab, who is in P5. Hurricane sitting there in P7. Dreamsy with the jump start is sitting there in P7. Dilligap still very much in control of this race. The two Mercedes drivers going back and forth against each other. Dilligap trying to hold off Snapper Pig here as Snapper Pig trying to go to the outside into the wall of champs. He does not pull it off. But it's Snapper Pig going for it. He's going for the move and he takes it. He will take the lead. Canada is a great track. This is one of the best tracks where you can get so much great racing at. So be prepared for a bunch of overtakes today from these drivers. I'm gonna pull up the details of what tires these guys are on. But Snapper Pig already out in front by 8/10, followed by Speed King, who is still behind there of Dilligap as well. But Breezy making a great start. He's up to P4 after starting in P9. Looks like we got some battling here between the Williams and the Mercedes drivers. It looks like Bossman is going to go for a move. He will get it done. And Drew U has a lot of damage on that left wing end plate. So that is something that Drew U is going to have to go into the pits and fix. As here comes another pass by the Mercedes of Dilsack in the 37 as he will make the move done on Drew U. I wonder if Drew U is going to pit here with all the damage to his car, and he does. Drew U has gone into the pits. Snapper Pig still in control of this race, followed by Dilligap behind with Speed King in third, Breezy in fourth. Dreezy has also made his drive-through penalty as well, as he is now all the way back in P12. Very heartbreaking for him in this race. Go look at the gaps here, but yeah, Breezy is the best mover by far, and Dreamsy is the biggest. Actually, Dreamsy and Publix look to be the biggest losers so far, as both of them have lost out 9 spots already in this race. Snapper Pig holding a good lead. But DRS is now activated on this lap. It's always on lap 3 of when DRS becomes activated. Go down the order here, see if Dilsack can make a move. But Dilligap is starting to chase down Snapper Pig here really well, as I got a big rig has just now set the fastest lap of the race. So Big Rig now has the fastest lap of the race. Great camera view. Speed King doing a really good job. One of the 2 Canadian drivers in this race. He wants to impress for his hometown fans and get a great finish here today. Another thing to keep in mind is that Breezy is out in front of Karab, who have a sort of friendly rivalry going on, as the 2 guys, they don't like each other very much. Karab has told Breezy that he's going to finish above him in the points at the end of the year. So that is something to watch for, as Breezy and Karab have a very competitive rivalry between the 2, as Breezy is out in front and the current defending Canadian GP winner. Breezy starting to pucker down the Red Bull here, getting really close to that Red Bull. Doesn't have enough to make a move, but Breezy desperately trying to get into that P3. Easy Hurricane trying to get down to the back of Karab here. Easy Hurricane hasn't been all that great for him this year. I'm trying to find the results where he has finished. But Hurricane retired in last week's race, as did Breezy as well. So Hurricane trying to get a really good finish. And it looks like Breezy might have messed up somewhere or gotten loose, but he has lost out plenty of time. And here we go. Just like I was telling you guys, these are the 2 guys that have a very competitive rivalry against each other. Karab will get the DRS, and we'll have to see if he does go for a move. He goes to the outside. He thinks about it again. He will try to go for it after the Wall of Champions. Oh, and it looks like he makes contact with the back of them, but that's going to allow Hurricane possibly to make a move. No, it does not, but Karab goes up into P4 as he will take away P4, but Big Rig is trying to join the party and take P6 away from Easy Hurricane, but Karab is still right there in the battle for P4, as we have Hurricane behind and Big Rig in 7th. Hono's trying to do anything he can to get into that battle as well. Publix is in the pits again. Publix is in the pits again. Don't know if he took any damage again. I'm not sure, but not a good race so far for Publix at all. Breezy trying, now Breezy will get the DRS here, as he will be trying to chase down the McLaren of Karab. Still has about 50% ERS left. Karab pretty much has none. Karab pretty much has no ERS left in that car, so let's see if he's going to try and make a move. I don't think he does. I don't think he has enough for him. But pit stop should be going on soon here, and the next 1 or 2 laps is when everybody that's on the sauce will be trying to make their pit. Big Rig right now all over the back of Easy Hurricane there. Looks like he may have hit the wall there, brushed the wall there, but Honos is starting to get into the battle as well. Honos sitting right there in P8. Right now the field is kind of stagnated within the top 3, as Bill Gaffney is trying to do everything he can. Is Breezy going to think about it? Is he going to try and make a move now? I would wait until you get into the DRS zone. He still has plenty of ERS left compared to Karab there, and Karab is now on the ERS button. See if Breezy has anything for him. Will Karab take a defensive line going down the straight? Not close enough to get a move done. But Big Rig is the first one to pit. So Big Rig is the first one to pit. Big Rig has gone into the pits. Go back up here. Breezy does not think about making a move, but Big Rig is going in. He will be the first to pit out of the soft runners, as he will be putting on a pair of medium tires. Dreamsy, as we all know, who got the jump start at the beginning of the race, now sitting in P11. The guy who's currently P2 in the title chase, not having a good start to his day with a jump start, as he's probably going to be hoping for some type of safety car to save him. Ooh, and it looks like Karab got a little bit loose there. That might... Breezy might be smelling blood in the water there. Doesn't look like he will go for a move there. He does not. But Karab got really loose coming out of turn 5 and 6. So is Breezy going to be on the attack now? Don't see any of the guys pitting yet. It looks like the leaders are not pitting. But Hurricane is going for a move on Breezy here. So that's going to ruin any chance that Breezy might have as Breezy pulls into the pit. As Breezy gets a 5-second time penalty for speeding in pit lane. So Breezy will have a 5-second time penalty onto his results at the end of the race. He can't appeal it if he was down there at the time and it was a glitch in the game, but he will be able to appeal that. As Big Rig does get the undercut done, as he will make it out in front of his new teammate for next week. We're going to go back up here as these guys will have to pit at some point. Snipper Pig and Dilligaf are going to have to pit at some point, but Snipper Pig sitting comfortably into P1 and in control of this race. Just to let everybody know, next week will be the Austrian GP. That is a race that is known to bring some of the most best and closest finishes in UDL F1 history, as that will be a race to look out for. Does Snipper Pig pit here? He does not. Dilligaf does not pit here as well. Ooh, and he's got really loose. He got really loose coming out of that turn. Karab and Hurricane pit. Karab and Hurricane are in the pit, so we will have to see what they will choose. I'm assuming they will get onto the medium tires. Yes, Karab will be taking a set of medium tires. Hurricane also putting on a set of medium tires as well. So, and Big Rig is out in front, so Big Rig has got the undercut done on both of them. We'll have to see if Breezy can get past them as well, and it looks like he does, as Breezy will get out in front of Karab and Hurricane as well. So pitting a lap earlier may have helped them out tremendously. Now, with them going on to the medium tires, I have to assume that this is a two-stop race for the majority of these guys who are on the soft tires. Is he going to pit this lap? We'll have to wait and see. And Snipper Pig does pit this lap. Dilligaf will also pit this lap as well. And Dilligaf gets a 5-second time penalty for speeding into pit lane. That's not what he wanted to have at all. And he goes on to another pair of softs. Dilligaf going with a different strategy, pitting for softs. Very interesting strategy call there. Speed King also in the pit. A set of mediums. Multiple drivers are in the pits as Speed King goes out for a pair of mediums. Konos going out for a pair of mediums, and Dreamsy goes into the pits for a pair of medium tires. Currently the leader right now is Bossman, but he's about to get passed by Snipper Pig here. Not able to make the move just yet, but if I'm Bossman, I wouldn't defend too hard, as this isn't his race to have, as he's right now having. And oh, and Dilsek misses his breaking point by a lot, so that's not going to help him out. But story so far, Big Rig currently in a net P3, as he was able to get out in front of Speed King there by pitting a lap, 2 laps early than when everybody else pitted. So that's going to be something to watch for. Birdman has also chose the pit, so Birdman is now in the pits. As Speed King, Karab, and Hurricane now chasing down the Racing Point driver of X Breezy here. Speed King still has plenty of ERS. Now he gets on to the ERS. Looks like Big Rig has made a move. Oh, and we have a yellow somewhere. We have a yellow somewhere. Don't know if that was Dilgap, who might have possibly gotten a little bit loose there. I think he might have. So Dilgap getting really loose there and now losing out so much time. But we got so much battling. Oh, and they're 3 wide going into that turn. As Bossman right now is being used as a moving chicane by many of these guys that are now on their new pitted medium tires as Bossman goes into the pits. Breezy makes the move done on Dilsec here, as we're going to see if Speed King and Easy Hurricane has set the fastest lap of the race with a 111.2. Dreamsy just now set the fastest lap, so both of the Alfa Romeo drivers setting the fastest laps of the race. Looks like there was a Racing Point driver collecting a lot of dirt coming out of Lane 4. I'm not really sure. I believe that is a Racing Point there of X Breezy, but Dilsec right now is also being used as the moving chicane as Karab is trying to get around him. Karab going for a move as Karab gets it done, but now he has Easy Hurricane and Honos to deal with, but that might allow Honos to make a move as well. They are racing side by side crazy here. Let's see how they do into the Wall of Champions. I have to assume that Dilsec here will pit. Dilsec does not pit as Dilgap just sets the fastest lap of the race with a 110.8. Karab trying to chase down his friend there in the Red Bull of Speed King. As Karab was the one who put the good word in for his buddy to come and join the lead, as now he's trying to chase him down for that 2-5. But gotta say, pretty impressive for Big Rig today, who started in P10. He started in P10, and with the early pit stop, has now got himself out there into P3, as he will now go for his 3rd ever podium here. Actually, his 4th here in the UDL, as he got his 3rd last week at the Azerbaijan GP. Breezy starting to get closer now to the Haas of his teammate next week, his new teammate of I Got a Big Rig. He's now down to 3/10 to the Big Rig, as Dilsec, who is now pitted, he gets a 5-second time penalty for speeding in pit lane, as he will go on and he will put on the socks. Dilgap chasing down the AlphaTauri of Snipperpig there. His gap was 2.4 about 2 laps ago, but it will be interesting to see where his socks will be at. I will have to assume that the guys who are out there on the medium tires will probably pit about lap 22, but this is going to be a very tight battle for P3, as you got Big Rig, X Breezy, Speed King, Karab, Hurricane, and Honos all within a shot of getting that P3. As right now, Breezy is going to get the DRS. I wonder if he will get onto the ERS. Yes, he is now on the ERS button, and he will also have DRS. Big Rig, how is he going to defend? Dilgap has now brought that gap down from 1.5 to under a second. He is now just 7/10 away from Snipperpig there. Looks like he didn't have enough to make a move. But right now, from P3 to P6, they are very close together, followed by the 2 drivers. Looks like it was Birdman getting a move done on his former teammate of Drew Yu. Speed King looks like he might be going for a move for Breezy here as he has the DRS. But it looks like he will stay firm and hold in his spot. See what he does here. Will he go for a move here in the circle? But one thing to watch for, Dilligap starting to chase down the AlphaTauri of Snipper Pig there. But it looks like he's not going to have enough. We're going to go back to the battle for pretty much for P3 between these four. As it looks like Breezy is going for a move on the hot driver, and he is, and he makes the move done. Ooh, and it looks like he kind of made contact with the Red Bull driver there. As Big Rig is now going to be under attack by the Red Bull, and what does he do? The Speed King make the move. Elbows out. They got the elbows out from both drivers, and it looks like Speed King, can he get the move done? They're still side by side. They're going to go side by side in the Vettel Kane, and it looks like Speed King will get the move done. As right now, Rig is going to be under attack by Karab, but X Breezy up into P3 as Speed King also moves up into P4. But it looks like there's a battle here between Honos and Hurricane. Honos gets in front of Hurricane to take P7. Big Rig under attack from the McLaren there of Karab. It doesn't look like he has anything for him. They are so close together, but Honos might be on the attack of his teammate as well. So the teammates look like they're going to go for a move here. I'm going to watch the gap between Snipper Pig and Dilligaf there, as not close enough yet to get a move. But it looks like Honos didn't go for a move on his teammate there. Looks like Snipper Pig is starting to catch up to some of the back runners, as well as I am looking at the map there. That looks like they will be catching up to Real Space Hero there, who will be getting a blue flag at some point. If they do catch up to him before, I would have to say that they will pit around lap 22. But it's going to be interesting to see what Dilligaf does, since he decided to go out there on the softs. So, and his tires are as old as Snipper Pig, but those softs are going to wear off just way more faster than the medium tire runners. Let's see, looks like Karab might be going for an outside move there on Big Rig. Doesn't look like he will get the move done. Big Rig is going to have a lot of help with the DRS. Speed King might have something for X Breezy here. It looks like he was looking at a move there, but decides to think better of it and doesn't go for it. Hurricane starting to lose some time out. Oh, and it looks like Speed King is going for the move to take P3 as the Canadians are up on their feet to cheer for their hometown driver, but Speed King does not get the move done, as Breezy will hold in P3. Wow, what a race by all 5 of these guys, 6 of them, as Big Rig might be looking for a move on Speed King here, but it doesn't look like he will get it done. Just unbelievable racing from these guys. Big Rig still holding well in the spot that he's at. Looks like he's going to try and go for a move. He tried to go for a move on Speed King there, but he might have done more damage to himself, as that might allow a move from the McLaren of Karab here. And it looks like the Real Space Hero has pitted. Speed King trying to look for a move, as the Real Space Hero has retired from the race. Big Rig going for a move on the Red Bull driver there. They're side by side, as the McLarens were side by side there for a little bit. But Big Rig trying to get the move done for P4, and he does. He will get it, and he will take P4 away from the Red Bull. Unbelievable racing from Looks like Big Rig became a lawnmower there. He collected some grass. That's not what you want. That might allow Speed King to get a move done here. As we are now on lap 20 with 16 laps to go left in the Canadian GP Season 3 as Karab is going to go for a move on his friend. Down the outside, gets it done into the hairpin as Karab will take P5. So Speed King, who is battling for P3, is now all the way down in P6. And this might allow Honos to make a move to get him up there into P6. Speed King falling off a little bit here. They will go side by side into the World Champions as Honos will take P6 away. Dilligaf is now in the pits. Dilligaf is now in the pits, and he will go on to a pair of softs, but he was able to bring that gap down to Snipperpig, so he might have a chance to win this race. Doesn't look like he's going to come out to anybody in traffic here, so he is going to be fine. Hurricane has also pitted onto a pair of medium tires. Going to go back to this amazing battle with all 5 of these drivers very low in it. It looks like Honos is going for a move on his teammate here. Karab all the way down to the inside to try and get the move done as Honos does. Ooh, and it looks like Speed King went off track there. But Honos gets the move done on Karab as he will now take P4 away from his teammate. As he will try to chase down the Haas of I Got a Big Rig. Publix is in the pits. Publix has went into the pit. Very rough day for him. As it looks like Big Rig has decided to pit as Karab has also pitted. So we're going to follow these guys into their pits as they will now be pitting. Big Rig putting on a pair of mediums and changing his wing. So changing his wing, Karab is getting a wing change as well. Didn't see where the contact was of why they had to get a wing change, but that has to be heartbreaking for these 2 guys who are having such a great race, as now they're going to have to do a lot of catch-up here as they both got a wing change. Karab and Big Rig did. Hono starting to chase down the racing points of X Breezy here, but I have to imagine on this lap that they will be pitting. Snipperpig, we're going to be following him, see if he has to make a pit stop soon. He does not. He does not pit. But what do Breezy and Honos and Speed King do? Dreamsy as well, as he is also on a set of 11-lap-old medium tires. Does he go for a move here? Honos does not. Honos goes into pits. So Honos is into the pits. We'll have to see. He will more than likely get out in front of his teammate Big Rig as well. He does not take a wing change, as it looks like the number 91 car, the number 91 McLaren of Honos, is going to be just fine. Looks like Hurricane is going to get out in front. So Hurricane gets the undercut done as he gets out in front of Honos. What about Big Rig though? Nope, it doesn't look like Big Rig has enough for him as he gets out in front of the Haas of I Got a Big Rig. Still waiting to see what Snipperpig does. Does Snipperpig choose to pit on this lap or not? Dilligaf is making really good time. So that's going to be something to watch for. Is he going to pit this lap or not? I have to assume he will, and he does not. He stays out. So Snipperpig, don't know what the strategy is there of him staying out, but he thinks that he's got something down. Maybe his tire wear is not as bad as the others were. Breezy stays out as well, and Speed King stays out, and Dreamsy stays out. So the top 4 do not pit as they are on 12-lap-old medium tires. See what Snipperpig does. Dillsack is now in the pit as I Got a Big Rig just set the fastest lap of the race. So I Got a Big Rig has now set the fastest lap of the race. but Snipper Pig has been in complete control of this race all day. He won the Azerbaijan GP, looking to improve his lead tremendously to the Alfa Romeo driver. As Snipper Pig does not pit, so Snipper Pig does not pit. Interesting call there from the AlphaTauri driver. Dilligap starting to close in on the top four. Does Breezy pit? He does not. Speed King does not pit. So these guys, I wonder if they're one stopping, which is going to be a crazy call, but they may see something that their tire wear may not be as bad as all the others were, but these guys are not pitting it. So still, Snipper Pig very much in control of this race. He's been in control of this race for the majority of the race. It looks like Speed King starting to chase down. See if Snipper Pig picks, and Snipper Pig does pit. Snipper Pig does pit. Wonder to see what Breezy does here. Does Breezy pit? As yes. Oh, and Snipper Pig is going with a different strategy. As he's going to go out on softs. Very interesting call there. And it looks like Dilligap was battling. Can Dilligap get it done? Can he get the undercut done? Can't see where Snipper Pig is, and Snipper Pig pulls out in front of Dilligap on the soft. So what a strategy call by the AlphaTauri of Snipper Pig there. Breezy and Breezy both pit on softs, but I wonder if Breezy had to sit for a 5-second stop and go as well, or he had to replace a new wing. But Dreamzy is now in front of the Racing Point. But, oh, and Speed King is out there in front of Dilligap. This is not what Dilligap wants at all. Dilligap is not wanting this. Looks like he does get out in front. But Snipper Pig goes for a move. I mean, Dilligap went for a move there, but Snipper Pig pulling out an interesting call to go out there on the softs. Speed King is not pitting. Speed King, I don't know when he's going to pit. I wonder if he's going to one-stop it and take a chance and try to finish third here. So it's going to be, oh, and Honos looks like he's going for a move on Hurricane there. It looks like he doesn't have it. Ooh, and they're making contact. Honos trying to get out around, and he does. Honos gets up into P4 as Honos is going to try everything he can to chase down the Red Bull of Speed King, who is trying to get a third place at his home race. Hellmade is in the pits as Birdman is in the pits. They are both going on to softs. Actually, Hellmade is going on to the medium tires. Get some of these drivers some camera time, as they haven't had a lot of camera time in this race. Looks like Publix. Very sad day for him, as he was starting in P6, got into an accident on the very first lap. Oh, as he goes straight into the wall. But very sad day for the AlphaTauri there of Publix. Dreamzy looks like he went for a move on Karab and he got it done. Yeah, Dreamzy gets the move done on Karab. Ooh, and it looks like Dreamzy may have hit the wall there from what it looked like on my screen. Did he take any damage? It doesn't look like he did, but he did get the fastest lap. And Breezy takes the fastest lap of the race with a 1:10.3. But right now, Hurricane trying to use Honos as DRS, as he's going to try everything he can to get up to the Red Bull of Speed King. And there is an accident. We do have an accident as Publix is out of this race. See where he's at. We're going to see where that car is at. Looks like his car is still out there on track. He has retired from the race. Hoping that car does not get into the way of the drivers, and it looks like it does not. Doesn't look like a safety car has been called. Yeah, Dreamsy does have damage. Dreamsy has damage on his right wing plate. So that is not good for the Alfa Romeo driver there, as Dreamsy, who is in second place in the championship fight, not the day that he wanted to have, as he got the drive-through penalty from the jump start, as he jump start the start. But interesting. Oh, and Hurricane looks like he went off. That might allow Big Rig here for P5, as Big Rig now has Easy Hurricane in his crosshairs. But I'm going to be watching those gaps. Snipper Pig still pulling away from Gilligap on those stops. Trying to see if Big Rig here has anything for the Alfa Romeo. Big Rig not getting all of that corner to get a great exit. Ooh, as Big Rig looks like he braked really late there to try and get as close as he can to the Alfa Romeo. He's going to have DRS. Hurricane's going to go defensive. It looks like Big Rig will get the move done. Yes, he does. Big Rig will get the move done as he will get up into P5. But something to watch for. Honos is starting to chase down the Red Bull, as about 4 laps to go. They were down by 9 seconds. The gap is now under 5, as it's now 4.8 to the Red Bull of Speed King there. The very competitive rivalry is going to be shaping up here soon. Looks like Karab did not get a good exit, as that will allow Breezy here to get a move done, as Breezy gets in front of the McLaren and takes P7 away, as he is now in P7. Karab did not get a good he got really loose coming out of that turn in turn 5, as that allowed Breezy to go on to the attack and take P7. But Breezy sitting with very low ERS. Hurricane now trying to chomp at the bit to get in front of Big Rig. Let's see here. But that gap between third place, between Honos and Speed King, is now down to 3.4 seconds. Dreamsy just set the fastest lap of the race. And I think Dreamsy did go in and pit to repair that front wing. I have missed that, but he did go in and pit to go change his front wing, as he had a lot of damage. Honos has now brought that gap down to 2.6 seconds. Snipper Pig still very much in control of this race with 4 laps to go. He is number 1 at the Canadian GP. Will today be his first ever win at the Canadian GP? Honos trying to do everything he can to get up to Speed King. His tires are 12 laps younger than the former. He now has it down to 2.7 seconds. Karab still battling it out with Breezy here, as I know Breezy is going to do everything he can to beat out the McLaren, as these guys have a bit of a rivalry between each other. He is not getting good runs out of those turns. But yeah, Honos has now gotten that gap down to 2 seconds between him and Speed King. So that's going to be something to watch for. But Speed King holds his own pretty well. Stepper Pig has now gotten that gap up to 4.4 seconds. We have 3 laps to go in this race. Hurricane looks like he was thinking about a move there on Big Rig. See what Karab does. Karab looks like he's going to go for a move on X Breezy here. They're going to go side by side into the turn. Breezy's got the elbows out, so does Karab. Breezy trying to get a good run out of that turn. It looks like he did get the better run as he will stay in P7. Honos has chased down the Red Bull of Speed King as he is now under a second to the Red Bull driver. Honos getting very close to take that last podium spot, but gotta give credit to Sniffer Pig there with pulling off a different strategy as he went out there on the softs, as his lead is now up to 5 seconds. Honos is now down to 0.2. He's getting there. Speed King try to go defensive. He does not. That's what I would have done, but he doesn't, and he pretty much just gives the spot to Honos, as Honos will take P3. So Honos takes P3. Oh, and it looks like Hurricane is into the wall as he has damaged his right wing plate. So Hurricane got into the wall. He now has a lot of damage to that right wing. The final point spots, though, the final point spot between Bossman and Birdman as they are battling for that 1 point, battling side by side. It looks like the soft tires might win now. It looks like it will, as Birdman will take P10 away from Bossman to get that 1 point. As Bossman trying to do everything he can to finally get a point this year. But Birdman now into P10. Karab is still giving the Racing Point driver a battle. He does have the 5-second time penalty, so that would be something to watch for if he went into the pits and they did have him. Did Bossman get loose? Yeah, Bossman got loose, so he has lost out as he has a lot of damage to his right wing, as Hellmate is now up into 11th place. Karab trying to go for a move on Breezy there, but it doesn't get it done. This is the final lap, so don't know if Karab has anything for him here. Big Rig starting to chase down the Red Bull of Speed King. As we know, as Speed King is out there on 24-lap-old medium tires. Trying to take P4 away from the Red Bull driver. He's going to go for a move, and it looks like he does get the move done, as Big Rig is now up into P4, as we are now coming down to the final straight. Snapper Pig put it on pole today. He's been the fastest all week in time trial. He won last week at Azerbaijan. He's been in control of this race the whole entire time, as Snapper Pig comes across the line as he will win the Canadian GP. Dibblegap will take P2 for a podium finish. Honos will take a P3. As it looks like Karab finally does get in front of Breezy there. Karab does get in front, as he will take P7 away from X. Breezy is going to be close, and he does. But Big Rig will take P4. Speed King will take P5. Hurricane in P6. Karab in P7. Breezy in P8. Dreamsy in P9. As the battle for P10 here. For that final point, Hellmate's getting close. Hellmate is getting close. Birdman's tires might be falling off here. Ooh, and it looks like Hellmate may have touched the back of him. As Birdman will take P10, Hellmate will take P11, Dilsack will take P12, Bossman in P13, Drew U in P14. But Snipper Pig who has never won a Canadian GP in his UDL career, he has now won the Canadian GP, just improving his lead more and more. But Snapper Pig is your winner of this race, with Dilligaff in second and Honos in third. Gotta give a lot of credit to Speed King there, trying to go on a very bold call by staying out on the medium tires. He finished the race with 25 lap old tires compared to the rest of the field, who did a 2-stop race. So congrats there to Speed King for getting a P5 out of that, even though I know he wanted the P3. But Snapper Pig is your winner, with Dilligaff in second and Honos in third. As Snapper Pig, I would have to imagine, when you add up the points and everything, is now going to have a commanding lead over all of these guys. So, ladies and gentlemen, that was the Canadian GP. My name is Pecan36. I will be here next week back with y'all at the Austrian GP. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next week live here on the United Drivers League YouTube channel. Good night, folks.